Hi and welcome to the RGL Forza Championships. We're at Iberian International Raceway for round 4 of the European GT3 series, races 7 and 8. This is race 7, race 8 will be along shortly. So again, very small track and very high speed cars, so they opted to do a split qualifying, so the front 4 drivers qualified for the first 8 minutes of the session, followed by an 8-minute session for the final 4 drivers in the field. So one lot actually sat in pit lane while the others circulated, and then they swapped. So again, always makes for a bit of a nail-biting session. Again, we've got the newcomer Aussie, who's also competing in the Mini Cooper Challenge, who joined CDS Zach at CDS Motorsport. And no real surprises here. Relentless taking pole, generally the best qualifier in the field, with Eskimo Sammy just about taking it, and the CDS Motorsport drivers coming in 3rd and 4th. Blogsy finished off with 5th and Rob 360 in 6th. Zulu, who did one of the best practice times, just couldn't deliver in qualifying, and Ollie came in 8th. So getting underway here, there were a number of restarts. This was the 3rd restart for the race after the Porsches tried to push through past the BMWs with their significant launch. And coming into this turn 1 was going to always be a little bit tricky. So a little bit of contact with a few there, but all in all pretty clean. And Eskimo Sammy Joe's actually grabbed the lead off of Relentless. And Blogsy there, just a slight tap on Aussie, and he's hit the sand pit, bogged down, and he's just come straight back on the track. And Ollie's got some bad damage just from a small tap. Again, a little bit of inexperience there, showing you know, you go off the track, regardless of how you go off, it's still. Oh, and that is huge. Ollie's off into the wall. This isn't a good start for Aussie. He's ran to the track and should have given room for the drivers on track, and there he's just effectively pushed Ollie right off the track. There was no room there for a move. So Ollie's race is all but ruined, I think, from the look of that. He'll have to pit and then re-pit once the pit window opens. So disastrous start. We're just going to get another replay of that, just from Ollie's point of view. So he has lost a bit of traction and a gap open, but really going into that small S section, it's just not a place to make a pass. But mistakes are made. Ollie will keep on trudging on. So his day's almost done. But Eskimo Sammy Joe, he's actually gotten away from Relentless a little bit here. So again, he almost pipped him at the qualifying session. There wasn't much in between the two. And back with the 2 BMWs of Blogsy 360 and Zulu there. Blogsy, another fast performer, but he hasn't been on song this round by the look of it so far. But Zulu going a little bit wide there. Great camera angle this one, just to sort of see the different lines the drivers take, and heading around the track there. And I believe they are in 4th and 5th at the moment. So heading back down the hill, and just jumping back to Rob, who's in 3rd position. So sorry, correction, Blogsy is coming 5th and Zulu 6th. CS Zach is now moved into 3rd position as Rob pulls into the pit lane. And there you see Blogsy and Zulu come through, and Aussie sitting now in 6th, but once he pits will definitely fall back behind Rob 360. So we're into this phase of the race where pitting can throw up any number of scenarios, depending on the laps that some of the drivers are doing, where they can actually jump a spot without having to do it on track. Always a desire. And these guys are going extremely fast. I think they've started to build up a decent gap. Relentless, they look to have cut across the blend line there of the pit, given a bit of a run on Eskimo, so I don't think he was at the driver briefing before the race, but that small V section on the way into the pit lane is not to be crossed, because given the tight angle that you have to go into the pit. Oh, bit of traffic there. Ollie's moved over very well there, so that's good driving. Hasn't interrupted the race between the two leaders, but as I was saying, we'll probably get a decent shot of it at some point, but because drivers have to go so tight into the pit lane and it's so close to the driving line, the idea is not to cross that small section, and Relentless has done it again, because it just increases the chances of an accident if someone was trying to pit. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens there, because he does gain a fair bit of time if you nail that corner right by cutting through that section. But either way, Eskimo Sammy Joe is still doing great out there in front, holding off from a tense amount of pressure from Relentless here. Sure, he's not too happy about giving up the lead on the first corner of the race, and he'll push very hard to try and peg back that first position. Again, and it's interesting, this will really play into the hands of Eskimo as far as the championship goes. He's currently second to Rob, and so a couple of placings up. Relentless is pulled into the pit, so he's the first one to blink, and Eskimo is, and we're just back on Relentless here, just seeing where he pulls out in front, so he's got plenty of room there from CDSAC. So yeah, Rob leads the series at the moment from Eskimo Sammy Joe, and Eskimo's yet to get a win, so he's doing very well to be up in second place at the moment without a win. And I think, talking with him, he's really keen to break through here, so got a good opportunity here. Just back in the back of the field here, Bloggsy's gone a bit wide, and Zulu has made the pass stick. Yes, he has. So Zulu's moved up a position there, so again, not Bloggsy's day at the moment. And now it's Eskimo's turn to pit, and there's been a collision. He's hit the wall and he's at a standstill. He's going to have to get this back around very quickly. He's going to lose a massive amount of time. Ollie yet to pit, he moves into first, followed by Relentless. Oh dear, that has just his opportunity to take out a win. Look at that, he's dropping back to third, back to fourth now, so a commanding lead to fourth. He's going to be shattered. That was one of his best opportunities to get his first win in the GT3s, and now Relentless just sort of shows consistency's paying off there. He's stuck to his guns, and no minor mistakes and no major mistakes, such as Eskimo's there entering the pit lane, so he's going to be devastated. But Relentless, he's going to be as happy as pie. Just coming around, Ollie's just moved off the track to allow Relentless through. And Relentless, he's cut the corner and bogged in a little bit there, so no real advantage gained from that one as far as time, but he's still cutting the corner. The stewards will have a bit of fun with that. Either way, regardless of that, he's got a pretty massive lead now back to CDSAC, who's in second. And Rob 360's moved up to third, so talking up his the championship points, and it's just swung back the other way now. Rob 360 looks to build a little bit on his lead again, so it's another one for the reigning champ, sort of going his way. And again, he's very strong in the reverse grid format, so Eskimo will have to watch out if he wants to bridge the gap. Have to work pretty hard in the next race. So final lap now. Eskimo, Relentless is just romping it away now and putting in some pretty quick laps. Ollie 9394 currently in last position, and we'll be really looking forward to seeing what the reverse grid race throws up for race 8. So again, Relentless, as I mentioned with the qualifying, he's probably the fastest driver in the series. He hasn't had everything go his way, but as far as pure speed and skill go, he's very fast, and he also is a very clean racer. I think he's involved in one incident over a couple of series, which is really good to see. And Zach finishes second there, a little bit of a slide. Rob 360 comes in third. Eskimo, very disappointed to coming in fourth after such a great lead. He'll bounce back for the next one. Aussie, he'll finish up in fifth with Zulu in sixth, Logsy in seventh, and one of the only people to actually do this, Ollie got it on the brain now. Ollie 9394 circulating very far behind because he actually did re-pit, because he pitted outside of the pit window. So anyway, that is race 7. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at race 8.